4. We're not talking about the infamous moment she wrote in chalk on the table and became the first celeb to have a meltdown of such magnitude on reality TV. But something far more spectacular. I was the first housemate in the world to tell Big Brother to F*** himself, Vanessa, 62, admits. And to be fair, Big Brother certainly had it coming. Just a year after going through her marriage breakup, the Daily Express columnist agreed to do the first celebrity version of the show in aid of comic relief. It was uncharted territory in the early days of reality TV, and, as Vanessa would soon learn, it was a lot tougher mentally than anyone could have expected. After days of trials, Rose, Anthea Turner's tears and Chris Eubanks' rule flouting, the pressure of the house and especially the nominations was getting to everyone. One Sunday morning when Vanessa realized she was likely to be the next evicted, things really began to take their toll. It wasn't the thought she might have to leave that worried her. It was that she was trapped in the social experiment for another 36 hours before the live eviction show. Q. The infamous meltdown people still ask her about now. I reckon I'm still asked what the FK I was doing writing on the table on average 3 times a day, she says in her upcoming memoir Vanessa Bears All, Frank, Funny and Fearless, which is being serialized this weekend exclusively in the Express. I should have been able to keep a lid on my emotions but I couldn't. Rapidly I spiraled into an emotional tailspin, and the fact that I happened to be wearing a leopard print dressing gown and black sunglasses indoors at the time added to the spectacle, remembers Vanessa. We'd been given chalk. I'd noticed the dining table was made of blackboard. I decided I'd write some appropriate words just to give myself something interesting to read later. The words were terrifying. I wrote immolated, isolated, incarcerated, immured, defenestrated, lampooned, distraught, fraught, abashed, discombobulated, and a whole lot of cries for help, she recalls. Today there's a growing focus on mental health awareness and looking after reality show contestants, with rigorous measures in place on the new BB and all such shows. But back in 2001, it was a different story. Big Brother simply demanded, over the House Speaker, that Vanessa put down the chalk. It was at that moment she made history, telling Big Brother exactly where he could go. The first person to do so, on any country's version of the program. Summoning her to the diary room, Big Brother had his revenge. Sobbing, she pleaded to go home, only to be told exactly why she couldn't leave, in a way that would never be allowed today. The voice of Big Brother was brutal. If you walk, Vanessa, you'll be the most hated woman in Britain, she recalls. Imagine saying that to a sobbing celeb now. You'd be sued, hung out to dry and cancelled. She adds, my daughters say I was a reality TV pioneer. I fell apart, rivulets of tears splashing into my cleavage. The nation was aghast and fascinated. Celebrities didn't behave like that on TV then. Now an on-air meltdown is practically obligatory. These days, therapists are on standby to dash to the rescue. Back then, mental health hadn't been invented. There was an upside. After the show, TV bosses had to hire her a bodyguard for 6 weeks. But only because she kept getting mobbed by sympathetic fans wanting to give her a hug. 15 million people had watched the show and it felt as if every single one wanted to hand me a Kleenex and give me a hug.